Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Psych Legal Pop Podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about popular culture through the lens of an attorney and a therapist. I am Brooke Brigham, I'm the attorney.
And I'm Tess Brigham, I'm the therapist.
We're here today to talk about Seeking Sister Wife. And this is Season 6, Episode 3, called Freaky Stuff is Going On Here.
Now, I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I think I'm a little attracted to Nick Davis.
Oh, my.
I think I'm getting it. I think
Okay,
again,
what is it? What is it? What is
well,
his
I don't know.
it
You know,
factor?
maybe I'm when I compare him to like Garrick, when
Yeah, it's a low bar. It's a
when
low
with this
bar.
group, I'm always going for that. But it was like, I don't know. I think maybe Nick is a little more together and rational than we think he is. You know, I mean, I think but at least Nick sees Teresa for what she is. Right?
Well,
I think
don't
he's getting it.
know.
He's making some comments. I don't know.
Well,
Well,
I
now
also
I don't
think
know.
maybe he's acting to give it some drama because,
Oh, you think?
yeah.
Okay.
I think, look, they're not going to let this person move in with them if they're not
I guess that's
completely
true.
into her. I think this is just drama.
Okay.
He's doing it for the show.
All right.
Well, okay, let's start with the Davis family. Nick is all dressed up for a date with Teresa, and he's very dressed up, very dressed up.
Well, this is what he wears to these dates. Is it the three-piece suit, the glitter, the shiny
Yeah, it's like a
three-piece
three-piece
suit?
suit. He's got some kind of medallion on. He's got a hat, like a fedora hat.
No, yeah, maybe I'm losing my attraction. So, sorry, maybe it was just that brief moment I was there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, sorry. But this is the other thing that, and I don't think we've ever really talked about this before, but that people are confirming that April and Jenny are in a relationship, that there is something between the two of them, that there is something sexually.
That's what's rumored.
Okay, yes, rumors.
It did not come from them. Yeah.
But these are the rumors. Do you think that is, I mean, I could see it both ways, but I get the sense that there's something between them.
I have no idea. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either way. I mean, I'm not going to speculate. If they say they are, or they say they aren't.
Okay, then there aren't. I mean, there's a little bit of like, why would you hide this? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're putting everything else out unless they had a family member that had an issue with.
I think they just like, it is the Learning Channel. It's not the Playboy Channel. I mean, I think that they are, you know, there's they've already gone as far as any of these TV people have gone. I mean, the big bed, the boom boom room. I mean, they're really pushing the limits of what is okay for the Learning Channel. So I think if they said, yeah, we mess around too, I think that'd be a little much.
Oh, okay. No, I agree.
Really do.
You could be right. Yeah. All right. Sorry. So Nick's going on this date.
Nick's going on a date. So he's so Teresa is a foot taller than him. Because he's not a tall guy. So we see her with her spider eyelashes. She says they've been friends for 14 years. That's a long time. So I didn't really write out that much about what happened on their date. Nick said something. Did he say data collection? He's taking mental notes.
I don't know. I just remember Teresa, talking about how Nick makes her discover new things about herself. You know, every time they talk, he's so enlightening. It's so
stimulating.
Yeah, so stimulating. So it does. I mean, again, I guess this does feel a little forced.
Well, is this where she says that line about how when she made love to him, she knew she never wanted to be with anybody else? Or is that during this dinner? Or is that
she did say, like, I don't ever want to be with anyone else, when she was talking about wanting to be married. But I don't remember her saying that after she made love with Nick. I think that maybe comes in another episode.
I think that was in a like a talking head thing.
Yeah.
I don't think she said
So
it to him. I mean, no, she did say it to him. That was in a it was in a promo. But yeah, I don't think it was at dinner because he was wearing regular clothes. So
yes.
anyway, I don't know what to say about this. Like it just feels this feels like obligatory. They just have to talk about, he
Mhm.
has to act like he's hesitant, like, I don't know, we've been friends all this time, we've been friends for so long. And so it's kind of weird going from, friends to this. And I think he's fine with it. Again,
Mhm.
I don't think they would just let her move in and her kid move in if
If he was
they
on the fence.
if he was on the fence. Yeah.
Mhm.
And she's all on board. She
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to add another sister wife as soon as possible. And it's like, she's moving a little fast even for Nick. He's
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, you just got here. Um, but what I love is when they're leaving the restaurant and she is a lot bigger than him.
Mhm.
And she literally picks him up
Yes. And spins him around.
and they're just laughing. I don't
Mhm.
know. Teresa is, the most eager sister
Yes.
wife.
And so maybe but you don't think that's what Nick and the family's reacting to? Because I feel like I'm with you. I agree that they would not let her move in and her son move in. But she has been a friend for a long time. And I do wonder if because she's just no hesitation, no nothing.
No,
I
she's
am wondering if
moving.
he's a little bit if he I do think that he's a little bit like, God, this she's a little too sold.
She's moving really fast, but then again, if they want to stay on this show, they need someone.
Mhm. Yeah.
So they should be happy that she's there and
Yeah.
she's enthusiastic and she wants to add other sister wives because that was the problem with Danielle. She didn't want to do that. And she even said that she had been preparing herself for this before she even got there, even when Danielle was still there.
Mm.
She's been plotting and
Yeah.
she asked Nick, would you want Danielle to come back? And he's like, no. And she's saying she wants her last name to be Davis.
Mhm.
And, she's moving real fast. And
Oh
Nick is
yeah.
feigning, like, oh, I don't know if I can see her in a romantic. Please, Nick, you already fucked her. Like, I mean,
No, 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 and that's what he's saying. Like he's saying, well, the sex is fine, we can have sex, but do I like her enough that I want to hang out with her? Do I want to live with her? And
yeah,
I could also imagine too, she's moving very, very fast. And I can imagine maybe there might be a part, again, I don't think this is all just for the show. I don't think these people are that good of actors. I do think there is a little bit of you are moving really fast. We've known you a long time. Like, what is the hurry? Like, we've
right.
known you 14 years. It's not like, it's not a green card situation. It's not a night, you know what I mean? Like, there is no reason. You already live here. So why? So, and there's some level of insecurity that she must feel because she feels like because she's not a Davis,
Mm-hmm.
it's,
Yeah.
there's something missing. Yeah, she wants this lifetime commitment. And then she's talking about wanting to marry Danielle. That was, you know, huh? Danielle didn't even want any of this. Why do you think
Mm-hmm.
Danielle's going to come back for it?
Oh, did she say she would have married Danielle?
She said something. She asked them, she said, do you think Danielle would come back? And like with this idea of her marrying her, I
Mm,
was like, no, I don't
no.
think, no, she's
Danielle
gone. And
made
they
that
don't want,
clear.
and guess what? I don't think they want Danielle back. They don't. It's not, I don't think they're mad at her, but I really, I just think that they're kind of like, this isn't going to work.
Yeah. No,
Um,
definitely.
yes. So I don't know. Did
So
you clock that they were all wearing like kind of matching pajamas, all three of the women?
no.
They were all wearing these two-piece satiny like shorts and like a button-down shirt. You kind of like those pajamas that you can get at Target, but they're satiny. And one had a pink, one had two seemed to have pink, one with white, and
I don't
they were
know.
all wearing these little outfits. All the women.
Hmm. Didn't
So
notice that.
yeah. But yeah, they go. I mean, Nick's like, hey, you want to go for a dip? I mean, Nick knows.
Oh
Dip in
yeah,
the
they
boom
got in the
boom
hot
room.
tub.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that hot tub has seen some things.
it has.
Yes. So it's all about the hot tub, a dip in the boom boom room, and here we go.
That's all this whole family is about is
I guess so.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny too, because April's like, I'm going to bed. Like I feel for her. I was just like, she's like, I gotta get up tomorrow. God.
Yeah, just go to work, Nick.
Yeah.
Some people have to get up and go to work.
Yes. All right. So we have anything else to say about the Davises? That was very fast, but I don't know that nothing much happened.
No, nothing significant. It's just that's why I feel like they're just going through the motions of, okay, we got to pretend that there's some kind of a hesitation here between
Mm.
because she's been I think she's been on social media with them for a while and
Mm-hmm.
they know this person. Like she wants them, they want her.
Okay.
But they have to, they have to have a show. There's got to be some drama. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what the drama will be. They're trying to make a drama like, "Oh, Nick's not sure," but I don't believe that.
I don't know. I feel like there's some hesitation. I feel like it. I could be wrong.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Where should we go?
okay, so let's save the Merrifields for last. Let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about
You want to talk about the Johnsons?
the
Because
Johnsons.
this is such an interesting little situation they've gotten, which
Yeah, so they go to the hotel again, and they're not even spending the night because they have to
no.
go to work the next day. So they're just kind of going to this hotel to talk.
Mm-hmm. Because they
And
need something to film.
yeah, they have
That's
to
the other
have
part of it
something.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this. This was a real weak episode in terms of,
Mm-hmm.
except for the Merrifields was kind of good. But yeah, I mean they're talking about kind of rehashing how what are they going to do about this situation?
Mm-hmm.
Because she says that where she lives is more expensive, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe he says this to
He
her.
said that.
Yeah, where she lives is more expensive. Why can't she move closer to them? They
Mm-hmm.
can't really move closer to her. She's got her own reasons that she hasn't totally articulated, but we speculated it might have something to do with her job, her daughter,
Mm-hmm.
custody, whatever. Could be,
You,
she has a life.
yeah, and I think this is what I've figured this out. I'm down to the nitty gritty, which is this. Is that as we talked about last time, Angelica is much more of the one who wants the companion, who wants the
Mhm.
friend. Matt's down for the sex. I think he likes Shanay. I think
Mhm.
he enjoys having sex with her. And I think that seeing her every couple weeks and having sex is at a
Mhm.
hotel is enough for him. Part of the problem is that Shanay's in this place where she's like, listen, you don't seem to have any time for me. So even if he keeps saying like, oh yeah, I'll make time or I'll do this or I don't, and there's a little bit of, yeah, you don't want to be with someone who's like, oh, I want you, I want you, I want you, but I don't have time for you. It's
Mhm.
she's like, put the actions and words need to
Right.
come
Put
together.
your money where your
Hello.
mouth is. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you keep saying yes, 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 but you're not doing anything. And I think Shanay might even, it may be a custody situation, but I also feel like Shanae's like, listen, I am not lifting one pinky
Mhm.
at all until you show me that you care enough about me that you're willing to do these things. And I think Matt is lazy.
Yeah.
I think that Matt is super lazy. I think that he's not willing to show her, that he really cares. I think that if she did live closer, that maybe they would see each other more. There would be some of that, but she's a little bit like, then where does that leave me? I think
Mhm.
Shanae's like, I've been doing this for 3 years. Like I'm kind of,
Yeah,
like
I'm done.
I'm done. She doesn't want to do this anymore.
No. No, I mean Matt's doing this to keep Angelica happy because this is her
Hmm.
only friend and
And I
it
think he
makes her
likes having
happy.
sex with her. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's attracted to her. Yeah,
And
this is not good casting.
yeah, I mean, oof, this um Shanae also talks about how she's not comfortable bringing her daughter. Again, you're
Mhm.
not willing to make an effort.
Right.
And I bet you anything, maybe he's been to her side of town or whatever it is once or twice. And I bet
Mhm.
you every single time it's like this. She has to get in the car and drive to them, and they stay at some hotel, and then she has to put her clothes back on and drive home, and she's
Yeah.
done with it.
Yeah.
And then, she's like, oh, okay, well, he of course is thinking, well, even though there's a camera crew here, we're gonna have sex, right? And she's just like, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm a little sick of you. And she's like, well, you can give me a massage. And he just, I mean, again, he's like the laziest massage ever. It tells you a lot about Matt. Like,
Mhm.
he doesn't, he's not a,
No, Matt does not give off any kind of vibe of giving a shit about
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I
He's
think he
he's
says it, but he's not going to do it. And I think
yeah.
I think he, in his back of, I mean, there's a lot of people, men and women, who really truly, like, they want to spend time. They believe they do, but if you're not taking the steps to do it, there's something else going on. And that's what she's feeling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no stakes here. There's
Yes, no
just
stakes.
no stakes. This is terrible casting. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, because none of these people are very dynamic. I'll
No.
be honest. Angelica's not dynamic. Matt is not dynamic.
No.
And Shanay is okay, but I feel like
Slightly
she's
more
going
dynamic.
to slightly more dynamic. And I do think that this problem that they have is it's interesting, this sort of situation, but yeah, it's like a one discussion. Like, after they discuss it, once they have another discussion, it's like, what more can we say?
Mhm.
There's not much more to say about this. So
No.
anyway.
Okay, then we go to another really boring family.
Oh, the Peralta family. These people.
God.
Oh God.
Uh, um,
I'm very
okay.
nervous about these two.
Okay, so Leah.
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 Who's
Leah? Why did I
Leah?
write Leah?
Danny.
Yessel's
Danny and Yessel. Oh, are
yeah,
you talking about
Leah,
Leah, his
his
ex fiance?
ex.
Yes.
Yeah. His ex-fiance who is Danny's best friend now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, see, I don't
Okay, I
even know
just
what
watched
these
it
notes.
recently. Yeah,
Yeah, I
she
have not
talks.
watched. I watched this too long ago. I don't
Okay.
even know what these notes mean. It says Yessel makes decisions on his own.
Yes. So basically, the episode starts off with Danny talking about how I met with Leia. We had this conversation. I need to set boundaries. So she sits down with Yessel and says, we need to figure this out. And what she reveals is that last time Yessel made a bunch of decisions without her. And she tells this story of, like, originally it was, we're going on a date fishing. And then it's like, oh, we're going to dinner. And then it's like, oh, you're going to dinner. And then you're going to her family's house for a barbecue. And then you're not home till 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. And all I knew was that you were going to go fishing. I mean, this is more than just like he's going and seeking. It really sounds like he was pretty disrespect. Like, either they did not work out the rules, or how they didn't set boundaries before, or he just kind of went willy-nilly, because
Mm-hmm.
he really, very much, it sounds like he was dating her like he would date her, and with no sense of, I have this wife at home and kids, and I need
Right.
to let her know what's going on. And Danny, of course, is, her mind's going to all these different places and all of it. But she says that she wants to take the lead with him, and she wants to take the lead on this. She wants to have more control. Again, Danny thinks that this is going to make her feel better about the situation. It's not. You finding control. And the big no, the non-negotiable, is she does not want Yessel to have a child with this other person. And Yessel's like, well, that's really going to cut it down. That's going to create problems. That's going to be a drama. And it's like, really? You think that, like, it's almost immediately Yessel is like, "Ooh, God, that's gonna what? That's gonna cut down all these women." It's like, but this is her boundary. Isn't that enough for you? You're so worried about you're
Well,
not.
I don't know if this was, I mean, is this, we don't know if this is something they decided at the beginning and it's a non-negotiable because he acts like this is the first he's heard of it.
No, I know. And so she says this is a non-negotiable, but he reacts to her by saying, he says, "Oh, well, this is going to create some drama." I just thought it was interesting that he didn't say no to her. He didn't say, "No, this is no, I'm not going to agree to this." But really, she sets a boundary, and immediately he's, ooh, pushing up against it. Like, already
Mhm.
sort of, "Oh, I need to make this, oof, I need to," she's
Well,
setting a
'cause
firm
yeah, he
boundary and he's
wants
pushing it. Do you get it? Yeah, that's what I'm trying
Yessel
to say.
wants things the way he wants them.
Yes.
But also, I also thought her response was this is immature. Okay, if you don't want to have if you don't want to have any if you don't want him to have any more children, then
Mhm.
that's one thing. But she's saying the reason is that because she wanted a girl and she didn't have a girl and she couldn't handle it if he had a girl with another woman.
I honestly,
That sounds dumb.
yeah, I know, but I think really truly this is how I think that she would be devastated if he had a child with
Anybody.
someone, with anybody. It would be especially devastating if it turns out to be a girl, because it sounds like what she said is that they and I don't know, he has two older kids from
Right.
another relationship. I mean, I don't want to sound a
He
little
probably
judgy
doesn't
here.
need any more
Yeah,
kids.
that's
So.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like, Yessel has 4 children. Isn't this enough?
Mhm.
Like, I don't think he needs more kids. Um but I think that for her, she is very young. She is young. She's like 28, 29 years old. She's young. And
Yeah.
she's trying to find some boundary, and she has no idea what it is. My point is, because I just did this workshop last week on boundaries, so it's fresh in my mind, that we set boundaries with people, and you get a sense of how someone's going to take it in, whether they go, oh, okay, I understand, or, ooh, I'm already finding fault with it.
Mhm.
I got an issue with it already. Oh, that's going to cause some drama. Oh, ooh, ooh. It's like, well, then no, you shouldn't be dating anyone where this is going to cause drama. But he's already, that's my point. That's
Mhm.
what scares me. I think Yessel's already pushing her.
Oh yeah.
Um,
He's
and
very
then
pushy.
and then he's like, okay, well, he calls a difficult boundary, and it's going to slim down his choices. And he's like, well, we need to get moving. I'm leaving again to leave the country. We don't know when and how and where, but we don't know what you're doing. But he's leaving soon. So he really wants to get started with this. And it's like, okay, again, I don't think she's really ready. He's pushing, pushing, pushing,
Yeah.
pushing.
Like there's a deadline.
And so the family, again, they have to tell someone about this, just like how Reese and Billie Jean had to go to his family last week.
Mhm.
So Yessel, they're going to go with Yessel's brother. Let's pick someone easy, Joelle. And essentially, they tell him, they drop this thing. We're seeking a sister wife. They didn't tell their families the first time around. So obviously they're on the show. They have to tell them the second time around. And that Joelle, again, is shocked and kind of, again, like, what, why, what is the point, kind of
Mhm.
like, what does this solve, and what is this going to do,
Right.
and he's like, and he points out, he says, like, Yessel's already stretched too thin. He's like, it feels like you're just signing up for a problem. You're creating, you have this problem already, but you're using something else that's going to be a bigger problem to solve the first problem.
Yeah. Thank you, Joelle, for
Yeah, and
someone
Joelle, who
saying
I don't
this
know
out
how old
loud.
is, yeah, I don't know how old he is. He's like the smartest one. My favorite line was this. He's like, 2 women, you got to get them 2 gifts. That's 2 chains. It's 2 chains. You got to get a chain for each. It's like,
Yeah.
that's 2 chains.
Yeah. No, you're right, and that's the key, like right there. That what is the point? What is this going to solve? Why are you doing this? That is really what you can apply to most of these cases. I mean, if you look
Mhm.
at somebody, I feel like okay, like the Merrifields and the Davises, I feel obviously they're sex driven.
Mhm.
All these other characters who come on this show, these couples who say that they just want a best friend or
Mhm.
whatever, where it's not as sex driven, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It literally, yeah, what are you going to get out of this?
I don't know. I think some of these men, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I think some of these men, Yesel being one of them, chip away. Chip, chip, chip away, and slowly start to convince this person this is
Mhm.
the best solution. This
Mhm.
is,
Yeah,
this
you can't
is,
afford childcare. I think with these two, Danny is a nurse who works these long shifts,
mhm,
these long hours. Childcare is very expensive
it
in
is
America, and I
very.
think this is also has Reese and Billie Jean,
Mhm,
same kind of thing. they feel like it's going to be, excuse me, cheaper to get a sister wife than to have to pay for childcare
Mhm.
or, someone to clean your house or
Yeah.
whatever. That's how
Yeah.
it feels. Feels totally transactional. At
Yeah.
least, at least, well, the Merrifields is all about sex, but they cloak it in this religious thing, which
But
is
it's not about
bullshit.
sex for Dannielle. It's
No,
about sex for
no,
Garrick,
it's about
but
yeah,
mhm.
and same with Nick. It's like I think Nick's one of the things that I think is attractive about Nick is that at least he's honest about this.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was attracted to.
Yeah,
I just feel like he's very straightforward, and he says, "I'm confident within myself," and I'm like, "Oh,
he's very
cool."
straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want my women to work so I can stay home and I can think about
Yeah.
things and I can take care of our children. He is the most honest person
Mhm.
on this show
Yep.
ever about
Yep.
what is going on and what is
Yep.
happening. So that's why I'm never offended by him or
Yeah. No, he's
he
not.
he is not trying to trick anyone.
No.
He's like straight up like this is what it is. You can like go along for the ride or not.
It's not clouded or cloaked in religion,
Right.
God, this is what God
Right.
wants, or
No, nothing.
yeah.
No. So that's why we like him.
Yeah. And I mean they
And
really
his
truly
and
want,
his creamy body.
yeah, his creamy, dreamy little body, that little thing that you can just throw him up in
Just
the air
pick
and
right
toss him
up and
around. Maybe this is why I'm attracted to Nick. You know what it was? It was like when he said, I'm a very confident person, but I also recognize that I'm confident and that maybe I might misinterpret or believe that women, are into me because I feel this confidence, but not all women are. I was like, okay, good. I'm glad. Like he has a sense of, he understands, like, listen, I'm full of myself. I like myself.
Mhm.
I do all this, but I'm also realistic about the fact that, yeah, not everyone's going to want
Right.
me.
Right.
And maybe I think that's what I was
Yeah.
attracted to
It's
in the
his
moment.
honesty. It's his
His
honesty.
honesty, yes, maybe about all of these men. And so the last thing I'll say about the Peraltas is that Joel then asks about other men. He
Yeah.
asks about other men and he asks about kids. Again, it's yeah.
These two are so boring and stupid. I'm sorry. They really are. I
Yeah,
mean,
I feel like there's I find them interesting because I think there's so much happening underneath all of this. Like
yeah.
Nick is saying everything and putting it all out, and so with the Davises, it's always about kind of what goofy things they say and the situations and the hot tub and the boom boom room. But I think with Yessel and Danny, I think there's very much like there is what they are speaking of, and then there's everything that's happening underneath. And I think
Yeah.
that's the stuff that's going on. It's this power struggle and I'm leaving again and I want, I've already started looking and here we're on the show and I told my brother, so can we start? And oh, that's too difficult. You like, let's not limit ourselves by someone who doesn't want to have children.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah,
He's
because I
probably
might
thinking,
find that person hot, and
yeah,
it's like,
and I bet you anything he's probably thinking like, "Oh God, what woman wouldn't want?" Oh, she's either going to come with a bunch of kids, or she's going to be like 40 some odd years old. I bet you anything he wants like a young 25-year
yeah,
old. He knows that
yeah.
the 25-year
Who's
old
gonna
probably
want
wants to have
kids?
babies.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what it
yeah.
is.
No, he's got a plan. He's
Yeah.
got a plan here.
All right. Well, we didn't see a lot
Okay.
of the Merrifields, but it still was very
Well, the
fascinating.
Merrifields always, always deliver.
Mhm.
So it's still Danielle's birthday,
Yes.
and we're still talking about this prenup. So
Mhm.
Sam and Scott, is that
Scott's the dad.
the dad? Okay, so
Yeah.
they're still talking to Garrick about this prenup.
Mhm.
And Garrick is still out there with his little crown on, even though it's not his birthday. Um, he says, "Well, like I called one lawyer like 5 times, but he didn't return my call. And so he and Danielle went online and got a
Mhm.
generic form."
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah. The other
That,
thing too is I love all these people that are like, I called this one lawyer. I find it hard to believe that this lawyer didn't, after 5 times, didn't return your phone calls. And the other thing too is then go to the next lawyer.
right.
I mean, a lawyer, a divorce attorney, the right person is, you can find someone in your
Someone will
area.
return your call.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
I,
you have money to pay and you want a prenup,
mhm.
then is this just Garrick's
Yeah. I think it's his excuse.
cheapness or just an excuse like why wouldn't he want to protect his family. I mean, this is
I
like,
don't
let's
know.
say this Lorrana just is a complete scammer, takes him for a total ride. He could lose his business, his brother-in-law, who, Danielle's brother, his whole family. This is everybody's livelihood. Danielle's parents
Yeah, I didn't
who
realize that
live with
Danielle's parents
them.
live with them. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Dear God.
Why in the hell would you jeopardize
Mhm.
all of this? I mean, he's dumber than I thought because everyone is affected by
Yeah.
this. Every single person in the entire family.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't understand. I don't understand why he, wouldn't want to protect himself. It's not that he doesn't have money. It's not that you can't find an attorney. I mean, like, there's really nothing stopping you from doing this, but why? Why is he dragging his feet? I think that he is very nervous about presenting this to Lorena and her
Yeah,
being like,
I was gonna say
no,
that.
and
Yeah.
him going, but we 6.5 years, and Garrick is so desperate to get
Yeah.
this to work. Um,
Yeah, because I'm sure she probably, if he presented this to her, I'm sure she probably would be like, "What? What?"
mhm,
And she's not going to really understand the concept of it. And she's going to be like, "What? You don't trust me?"
mhm,
And he's afraid that
yep,
she's going to not marry him
yep,
and that
mhm,
it's going to piss her off and upset her. And I'm sorry, any normal person would have had this conversation like before you got
mhm,
engaged,
yeah,
before you proposed, before you brought her here, all this kind of stuff. But no, no, Garrick, he's just focused on one thing, and that's
yeah,
getting laid. And
yeah,
period. He doesn't, you know what? I don't even think he gives a crap about this woman's feelings, her thoughts, her
mhm,
future. He doesn't even bother to like work on trying to be able to have a conversation with her. He's like, "Oh, the
yeah,
translator app, that's just fine."
yeah. No,
Ugh.
he wants to have, he wants to have sex with different women. He wants to have his family. He wants it
Mhm.
all, which is isn't this whatever, you want your nice, comforting family. You want your, all of this stuff that you have, and then you want to have sex with different women
Mhm.
and not be a quote unquote cheater. And yeah. And I think that Garrick doesn't want to for someone who wants to have all these wives, he does not want to have to deal with feelings. I
Mhm.
think that Sam, the brother-in-law, sums it up best where he said, like, sexually, I would love 6 wives, but emotionally, I can only handle one. And he's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, people want sex is easy. People can get that. You can go out and get all that's simple. But, all of this other stuff's the hard stuff. But
Yeah.
Garrick has zero desire to work on it because I think that he, like Cody Brown, thinks that it should be on Dannielle and Lorena to deal with it
Mhm.
and not on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Well,
don't know why the fact that he's dragging his feet is utterly ridiculous.
it's
Utterly
typical
ridiculous.
Garrick. I mean, this is the
Yeah.
man who he's let all these women just walk all over him. Um so okay, so 2 years ago, so this is Danielle's birthday, and 2 years ago on Danielle's birthday, Garrick proposed to Natalia.
Mm.
And now Garrick is going to spend the night with Lorena instead of Danielle on her birthday,
No, 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 no. Danielle's
right?
gonna no. Danielle. So what happened was
Oh,
that
I'm sorry. Danielle got to spend the first night on with Garrick only because it was her birthday.
well, and Lorena insisted. And Lorena insisted.
Okay.
So we hear from Garrick was planning on Lorena being there. It was
Right.
Lorena who, was the one that was like, "This is your birthday. Like,
Right.
no, go, go, go." Um, so was that a lemon meringue pie? What was that cake they didn't have a cake, but they had this pie?
I didn't even
It
see
looked
it.
very sad and pathetic. It really I feel like so much of this
Garrick probably
party
picked it out.
I
Yeah.
feel like so much of this party was like, we need to make Danielle feel like a queen. We need, you know what I mean? It's almost this feeling of like, oh, it's your day, it's your day. Oh, to ease
Mhm.
ease all of this. So
Yeah. So she got her one night.
yes.
And that was that. The next day, she had to move her stuff
Yeah,
out of
next
the
morning.
closet.
Yeah, next morning, everyone's getting up, greeting each other.
Yeah. She
Um,
did mention a schedule for changing the sheets,
ew,
which I was
ew.
happy because
Yeah, that's
last
good, but ew,
episode we
gross.
were speculating about that. But
Mhm,
yeah, she's talking about how, you know, really they're kind of not really prepared, even though they knew she's been coming for months or
mhm.
whatever. Dannielle has not moved any of her stuff.
No.
They don't have a plan or a schedule to change the sheets and other logistical things. And Danielle is struggling with having to move her stuff. She's always shared a bedroom with Garrick. And, this is the rubber's hit the road here.
Yep.
Like, this is it.
Yep,
This is
yep,
what
yep,
y'all
yep.
said you wanted. And, Danielle's crying, and she'd probably say, "Oh, these are happy tears." But I don't think
Mm-mm.
so.
No, I think as much as Danielle cries about Roberta and Natalia, like all of these other people,
Hmm.
I think she is so relieved and happy when it doesn't happen. Because if she was gearing up for this, then she would have had all of her stuff moved. We see her visibly, like, should I move these things? Oh, here's some
Hmm.
hangers. Should I move these things? Like she hasn't even thought this through at all.
No. No, she should have already had her stuff moved. She's
Hmm.
like taking her face cleanser out of the
Yeah.
bathroom, her shampoo, her stuff. It's like, oh my God, you've done nothing except, buy these matching bedspreads.
Yeah. For the sister room, which is so weird.
Sister
It's
room. Ugh.
and it's so stupid and weird because technically you'll never be in there at night.
Yeah,
But is
at
it
the
a
same
place for both
time.
of you to nap so you can have separate beds to nap in? I don't.
Well,
The
they're
whole
both
thing
going
is
to
so
have
odd.
to change their clothes in there,
I
right?
guess so.
I
But she's
mean,
bringing her stuff down. It's almost kind of like you're like a new boyfriend. You're packing a bag. She has to pack a bag and go to his place, kind of thing.
right. If she needs some
Up and down the
clothes, she's got to
stairs.
take them out of the master closet or
Hmm.
whatever. Yeah. Um Yeah, so next they show scenes from the next episode, and it's Garrick and Lorrana's first night, and it's like,
Oh
oh
God, yes. And
God.
poor Danielle they've got Danielle in bed laying there. I'm like, oh Danielle, this is rough. This is rough.
Oh, goodness. Well, I wonder what's going to happen with, okay, so if baby Leia gets up in the middle of the night, who's going to go attend to her?
That's a
Because
good question.
isn't this supposed to be like another mother because they were pushing Leia on her when she got to the
Mm-hmm.
house, like, oh, here, hold her. And Danielle's getting all emotional and teary-eyed. So the first night that Garrick and Lorena are together, if the baby starts crying, is Lorena going to pop up out of bed and go tend to her?
But I think isn't it the person that's not with Garrick that needs to tend to the baby?
I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work,
I don't know either.
but I'm sure Lorena's probably not ever going to
Well,
Garrick's not going to let her get up out of bed.
oh God, no. I think it's always going to be Danielle, no matter what
Yeah.
room she's in, and she's the mom, and I don't know. I
Oh,
I
but they
have
kept
no idea.
saying two moms, two moms.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
Okay, maybe
I
you're
don't know.
right. Maybe they're gonna tell Lorena you gotta hop on that, and
Yeah.
start helping us. Oh, what was that happy birthday song? Is it because happy birthday is copyrighted? So if you,
Is
it's
it
a lot.
still after all these years?
Yeah, yeah, and that's why you see in a lot of shows them go, "He's a jolly good fellow," or "Happy birthday," like
Mm.
people. So I wonder if I'm like, is this a happy birthday song I've never heard before, or is this a copyright issue? Because it was really like about God and like it's your birthday and God and birthday and ba 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 ba.
Well, I'm
You
sure
didn't
it's a
clock.
song they made up.
Yeah, it was very strange, very
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah, there's
So
usually not mention of God in birthday
happy
songs.
birthday song. And I'm like, are you guys but it was almost like, did you guys realize this was copyrighted? Was there a producer behind you going, no, don't sing happy
No, I
birthday?
think this is their song that they
Yeah.
sing on people's birthdays.
Yeah. All right. That
Well,
sad lemon meringue pie or whatever that was. Yeah. Garrick probably forgot to get a cake. And,
Yeah,
his
I
mom's
forgot
like,
to
"You know
order
what?
a
I made a
cake.
pie earlier today. Why don't we just stick some candles
Yeah.
in that? That'll be good enough for her."
Yeah.
Garrick's all flustered thinking about his night with Lorrana, and then he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, crap. No
Okay, well,
Lorrana."
also next week, Shanae wants to go on dates with other
Yeah,
people.
no,
No kidding.
yeah. She's sick of this. She's done. She's done. And I bet you anything when she first met Matt or this situation, I bet you anything, like if this probably was a good situation for her. I bet you anything, right? Like she has a young daughter. It sounds like she's got a big time job. I bet you anything. She was like, this is great. I can hang out with this guy, have sex, and then
Yeah.
come home. But yeah, she's kind of like, this guy's kind of a dud. And I'm
Mhm.
sick of always doing everything for him.
Yeah, I'm tired of driving back and forth and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, well, good for Shanae. I want
Yeah.
Shanae to find
Please,
someone
Shanae.
else.
Yes.
Sorry, Angelica.
Yeah.
And then
Well, and yeah.
I just wrote down here, Danny and Yessel, what a mess. I don't even remember what they showed.
Yeah, it's all a mess. It's all a mess. All right. Yeah, but you're right. This third episode wasn't as good. I really missed Reese and Billie Jean because I do love
Yes.
Reese. Next week we find
Yeah.
out where that woman asks Billie Jean, what kind of woman does, what kind of vibe, or what was the question she had, like, so what kind of vibe or what kind of energy does Reese like in a potential partner? I was just like, oh, this is so weird. So weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think Billie Jean is the weirdo in that relationship. I mean, I
Mm.
think Reese is Reese. He's just,
Oh yeah, Reese.
you know,
I'm not. No, but Reese is
I
Reese.
I
I get
think
it.
Billie Jean is looking for people to make babies for her. She does not want to cohabitate with them. She
Mhm.
she is not into plural marriage. If she was, she'd want everyone to live together. That's the point of it, right?
Mhm. Well,
Um she literally it just wants free surrogacy.
yes. She wants free surrogacy, and I also think, again, I think that we were speculating about Reese and what's going on there, but whether they're aware of it or not, I also think that Billie Jean's not so invested in Reese. Do you know what I mean? I think
Mm-mm.
she loves him. I think she cares about him. She enjoys time with him, but she also does not, she wants babies. And
Yeah.
so if it's like, I don't care if this guy's sleeping with other women.
I think she sees him as just a very non-threatening
Yes.
and
That's a good way
someone
of
who
saying it.
will go along with whatever
Mhm.
she wants.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing,
Yeah.
including, you know, having to tell his religious family like we're doing this and um yeah, she's using him. Okay,
Mhm.
let's just be real.
Yeah.
She's using him. They went to high school together, they were friends in show choir, and then, I don't know how many years go by, and she pops up, like she's like, "Okay, who's the most non-threatening man I know who
Mhm.
who would go along with this and, allow me to, fulfill this dream?" And she's like, "Oh, Reese, do I still have his phone number?"
Well, but I mean, are you talking about dream of having this big family, or because,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So you think she just wanted this big, big, big family, and it was like this Mary Brown situation of finding out, like, oh God, this is going to be far. I'm not going to have the big family that I thought I was going to have, and so this is her pivoting.
Oh, to the sister wife thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because she found out she wasn't gonna be able to carry all these babies. I mean, literally, she's just looking for someone to carry her children.
I, what I don't understand is that there are so many children out there, and also I'm not even talking about like adoption. I'm just saying, there's children out there. There are lots of kids out there. You could work at an aftercare thing. You could, like, there's so many ways that for you to interact with children, that the ego of, I don't know what's wrong with us, where we feel like, well, it has to be my child and my DNA and my blah 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 blah. It's like, if you want more children in your life, there's lots of ways to get that.
But see, it's the word ego. It's not that she wants to be around a bunch of children and help a bunch of children. She wants to show everybody, like, look at what I can do. Look at what I have. Look at what
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm psychoanalyzing her with no information. It's like I just feel like she wants what she wants. Billie Jean wants what she wants, and she's going to do what she has to do to get it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I find them intriguing.
Yeah.
I wish they were on this week's episode instead of some of these other dull people.
Yes. Well,
I
they
think
can't
Danny and
all
Yessel,
they can't all be winners. I mean, this is hard to find people. You got to find people that have this situation and that they're willing to talk about it. Like
right,
on television,
and then they have to be interesting. So it's hard.
So you can't have all three. Sometimes you just get weird in the situation willing to talk about it, but you're not going to get interesting.
True. All right. Well, hopefully next week we'll get some some more exciting stories here.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks everyone for joining us. If you're interested in supporting the podcast, we'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, tell a friend, leave us a 5-star review. All of those things help other people find our podcast. And if you want more content from us, we have a Patreon where we are right now on our $8 tier, we are reading Christine Brown Woolley's memoir. So you could go back and listen to that from the beginning. The first episode is actually in our free feed if you want to check that out. You get ad-free episodes of the free shows. You get a weekly bonus episode where we talk about popular culture and hot topics. And on our $8 tier, we do a couple of additional bonus episodes every month about true crime and Ask Us Anything episode. So please go check us out, Psych Legal Pop. We're on YouTube. We're on all the socials. Psych Legal Pop everywhere.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.